Next Tuesday's new episode of the hit Fox show Prodigal Son is a biggie.
That's because it was directed by our next guest, Diamond Phillips, who is normally, as you know, in front of the camera, but this time he goes behind it. And this is the big winter finale as well, so
that's why it's a biggie.
No pressure there. Diamond Phillips joins us now to talk about that, his experience with that, as well as season 2. So what was that like? Good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA. What was that like for you?
Mike, well, first of all, I didn't know it was the mid-season finale when when they handed it to me. So, ignorance is bliss. I just thought it was a great script. It was, it's a fantastic script. I love this. I also didn't know that I was going to be getting Catherine Zeta-Jones and Alan Cumming. So, it's like you open a gift and it just keeps giving, man. I mean, it was amazing. Thrilled. I mean, first of all, I love this show. I love this cast. The crew is, one of the best I've ever worked with. So the opportunity to actually direct, the episode, work intimately with all of the creative staff, was a real pleasure. And then, as I said, all of a sudden I find out that Catherine Zeta-Jones said yes, which blew me away. Yeah. And then we got Alan Cumming, and I've been a fan of his forever. So it's a big episode, man. I mean, the fans who just have now picked up their jaws from last season's finale, know that our writers haven't rested on any laurels. They keep raising the bar. We keep twisting the knife. And the whole season has just continued, I think, to excel.
That's great. Listen, I want to talk about season 2 because of COVID and production and how that went. Last
did
season.
I lose you guys? Did you lose me?
No, we hear you. Do you not hear me?
Can you not hear us?
Can you not hear us?
I didn't hear you the last time. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I was just saying, I wanted to ask you about season 2 because, with COVID and production, things were done differently, obviously. And also, we should keep in mind last season, you were able to have a season finale because you had filmed it before the whole COVID thing happened.
We got very, very lucky. Yeah, we filmed out of order due to some scheduling issues, and the writers were able to finish the season exactly how they wanted to. We missed a couple of episodes, one of which would have revealed that Gil Arroyo is part Filipino, but as far as following those threads, we were able to come to a logical ending. This season, because of the COVID protocols and making sure that we had everything in line and that we could go about making the show in a safe fashion, we didn't get started until October. So that's why we have a shorter season with 13 episodes this year. But I have to say, really feel like, you feel safer on set than you do in the grocery store. Our protocols are strict, they're stringent. Our crew is right there with them. We've hired a whole team of COVID watchers, for lack of a better term, making sure we got our social distancing, making sure that we have our PPE on all the time. The actors don't take them off until we actually roll. And the regular cast is tested 3-4 times a week. So we're really on top of this. And it's worth it to keep everybody safe and to keep production rolling.
Sure. Yeah, we should mention that Catherine Zeta-Jones, this isn't just a one-time appearance thing. I mean, she's actually going to be on the show this season, which is really great. It's wonderful. Was this your directorial debut, or had you done it before? Because I was trying to find out more information about that.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I've directed on Prodigal Son. The first thing I directed was a movie for HBO in 1990.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I've been directing for. Yeah, I've been directing for a couple of decades. I most recently directed episodes of Fear the Walking Dead and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And also my my series Longmire. So it's certainly something that I've done, but it's not been my bread and butter. But it's something that I absolutely love. And yes, Catherine is introduced in my episode, but she's a regular for the rest of the season. We'll see where that goes, but she's going to be with us in every episode because she and Michael Sheen have an amazing arc that they're going under, and it's exciting stuff. That's all I got to say. It's really exciting stuff.
You've got a book you want to talk about?
Absolutely, yes. My first published novel. So this is a first. I'd written one in high school and I'd written one in college, and they were terrible. The one in high school really, really sucked. But this one was, this one was inspired by some of my wife's drawings. My wife Yvonne is an amazing illustrator. You can see her stuff on Instagram. But she had done these beautiful manga drawings that were going to be a graphic novel back in the 90s, before that kind of thing was cool. She was a nerd, way ahead of the curve. And it inspired me into this sort of, galaxy far, far away, Romeo and Juliet adventure, a little bit of Game of Thrones kind of thing in there as well. And was writing on it off and on for 10 years. The day job kept getting in the way. But last November, it finally got published, and the pandemic allowed me to finish the final edits on it all. Yvonne did 30 new illustrations for it, and it shot up to the top of the Amazon chart. I mean, it was #1 in a couple of different categories.
That's great.
Yeah. The reviews have been 4.5 to 5 stars, all of them.
That's
so
awesome.
It's called The Tinderbox, Soldier Indira, and it's available right now.
Congratulations on that, and your talented wife. By the way, we hear that the two of you drove across country with your 5 cats.
That sounds like a book in the making.
5 cats, a dog, and at the time, our 12-year-old. It was crazy. Which is one of the reasons we couldn't come back, over the pandemic, because it just wasn't, going to be a wise thing to do, to move the entire, household again. But it was a wonderful adventure, man. Yeah, I got one of those band vans that had enough room for the equipment in the back. So I mean, we brought so much stuff because we were going to be here for a year. Obviously, a lot much longer now. But yeah. 5 cats and a dog and a 12-year-old in a van going cross country. Yeah, that's a Chevy Chase movie, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
I know. I said a book, but forget it. I want to see the movie. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you chatting with us, and congratulations on the book again. That's great that after 10 years you were able to actually put it out there. The winter finale of Prodigal Son airs Tuesday night right here on Fox, and Lou's new book, The Tinderbox, Soldier of Indira, right, is out now. Thank you so
Lou,
much.
thanks so much. It's really good seeing you.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Wow, 5 cats, huh?
I know.
That's a lot. And a dog. And a 12-year-old.
I would have been sneezing all the way across the country.
You would have.